I'm very confident because they have been running very well. They came back from their races very well also. They are eating well, happy, they're training well. I don't have to ask anything more to that. In love also, he's coming from three consecutive wins, and the last one was very good at Keeneland in a tough race. He won very impressively that day. And Ivar, we know Ivar from last year. I think he has a lot of potential. Run good, coming from a long layoff last October at Keeneland too, and came back well. And I think he's going to improve. I think now he's going to be 100%.
When you first came to the United States and you had Farda Amiga, and obviously she was a champion, like starting off at the top, you'd been at the top in South America, but then, then you went through some tough years there.
Yeah, I had very good years until 2009, and then very good horses, Farda Amiga, Quero Quero, Lovely Rafaela. Then came Pico Central, it's a champion. I had Gallego, Run for the Dough, Molengão, Bubble Jane, Viernes, a lot of good horses. And then in 2009, I moved to New York, and then I struggled. And then 2010, I had probably the worst year here. And then all my three clients, Gonçalo Torrealba, Júlio Camargo, and Mark Simon, three chimneys, old friends and Winner Silk. They are owners of three chimneys, old friends and Winner Silk stable. They decide to quit the operation here. And Júlio Camargo invited me to go back to Brazil, be his private trainer in Brazil. And I love this country, but all my family is there. Carolina's family is there. And then we decided maybe it's time to go home. And then we went. I spent 4 years over there with a lot of good horses. I won the Kentucky Oaks. I won the best race for a sprinter on the grass over there. I won another grade 1 with a filly. A lot of multiple grade 2, grade 3 stake races. A lot of good time. But always behind my neck, here behind my head, I always wanted to come back. And then when Alberto from Bon Chance, he showed up, and talking to him, he invited me to open a stable for Bon Chance and stood at RGI in California. That's why I came back in 2014.
And you went to California because that just seemed like the place to
Yes.
be?
Yes. And then, to tell the truth, were very difficult years. I used to have only between 8-10 horses.
You were saying that it was tough in California.
Yeah, it was between 14 and 19. Were very tough years. I had probably an average between 8-10 horses, but always one good horse at the barn. Always Generosidade, Generoso, Ohio, Pretty Girl. And then, wasn't easy over there at all. And then again, Alberto invited me to move to Kentucky because he wanted to expand his operation, and they bought a farm. They got a farm here, Bon Chance Farm, in 2015, and they want to be more present here. And then he invited me. I brought with me Brownwood Farm, and in 2019 we started here, and was glad. I think I did a good move for me. I think now I have more horses, good horses, and that's it. The rest is history.
Yeah. Out of your horses, you have what, about 25 horses here?
Now I have 45.
45, okay. How many, what percentage of those would be South American bred?
Probably 45, probably less than 10%.
They just happen to be the ones going to the Breeders' Cup.
Yeah, seven horses from South America. I have a very good filly. Her name is Vespa. I have a big hope for her next year. We just got one from Bon Chance and RGI stud. She just won a grade one in 3 months ago, and in Argentina. She's already here, and I think it's going to be a good year, 2022.
How big would it be for you to win a Breeders' Cup race?
I
Before
think
the
it's
stable.
going to, for all years, we have been fighting and working hard, and for all my help, my family. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be good, very good. I think every trainer in America, they wants to be at the Breeders' Cup and win the Breeders' Cup. It's an amazing achievement.
Now, you and Alberto knew each other in Brazil, right?
Yeah,
Which is
we
when you were teenagers?
Yes, teenagers.
I mean, Brazil's a big country, but is it like the racing world? It's kind of like here. It's a small world when you get to horse racing.
we were raised in the same city, São Paulo, and São Paulo has a huge racetrack. And then his father used to own horses, and my father was a train, and we were 17, 16 years old, and then we met. And since that, we became friends. And then he went to one side, I went to another side, and now we are together.
Yeah, what would you have thought back then when you were teenagers? And like, did you pal around at the races and?
Yeah, for
stuff?
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. At the races at night, bars and disco night.
But if somebody had told you that here you all would be working together and have these 3 horses in the Breeders' Cup,
Yeah,
what would you have thought?
Can you imagine come back 40 years ago and think, we are going to run 3 horses in the Breeders' Cup together? I know him for almost 40 years now, and then I think I'm very happy but very calm, knowing everything what's happening, and just expecting to get at Del Mar next Saturday with all the 3 horses. Well, that's the most important thing. Yeah, Ivar and In Love, they are going to be the first time in California in short stretch. But now I think now they are getting very accustomed. The good thing about this Agnes Gold, they are by Agnes Gold. They have a huge kick and helps a lot. They can run in the middle of the pack, and when the riders they ask, and they come. I think they don't need long stretch to accomplish.
How has South American racing changed since you left there the first time?
The number of falls are dropping every year. I think it's happening here too. But the good thing over there, when they send the horse, at least that we expect, there are good horses over there. I don't know if they are going to turn out good horses here, but when they send, they are expecting good things here. And if a crop of Brazilian, they should have like 1900 babies per year. If you have 2 or 3 good ones, I think it's worth to come.
And they didn't all come over at the same time, right?
Ivar came first.
Yes.
He was a champion, 2 years old, and they decided to move him right away. In Love and Imperador, they came here after almost 1 year later. And then, but all are the same crop from RGI, and they have been here for a year and a half, and In Love almost 2 years.
Will they all race next year?
Yes,
Will we see them back at Kentucky Downs?
that's for sure. That's for sure.
You like Kentucky Downs. Just tell me your thoughts about Kentucky Downs.
You know, because Kentucky Downs remind me a lot the South American racetracks. The huge backstretch, the huge turns, and I like that. I think it's it's 1 week, then you can see another kind of races. It's always when I go over there, I have a fun time.